John Edwards for MaryvilleSaints.com, joined by head volleyball coach Gretchen Moser. And coach, glad I get the opportunity to talk to you finally. It's been a while since we've had a chance to chat. We saw each other in the spring when you guys played, but you've gone through the month of September and have yet to hit the home floor for a match yet.
True. Yes. Yeah. We were looking forward to it. And this weekend will be kind of our first opportunity to be on our own home court. The girls are excited. Coaching staff is excited. Homecoming week, which makes it even more exciting. So it'll be great to be able to get some fans back into the gym, parents back into the gym, and have that opportunity to be on our home floor.
You had back-to-back weekends in which you traveled to Kentucky. First weekend didn't go as well as the second weekend, and I think you built a little bit of momentum through that second weekend.
Yeah, girls, obviously, haven't played a preseason tournament for a while since we didn't get those last year to get the opportunity. So not only are your freshmen experiencing it for the first time, your sophomores are experiencing it for the first time. So it was great to be able to get the first weekend under our belt. Girls actually played well. I think it was good to be able to see kind of what we could contribute on the court individually and as a team. And then going into the second weekend, kind of had a chip on our shoulder of taking a loss the weekend before that we probably shouldn't have, and being able to come out of that with the record that we did the second weekend and actually playing some pretty smooth, clean volleyball was really nice to see.
You last Thursday went down to Southern Indiana. You got swept down there, but you've had some time to come back now, get some more practices under your belt. And how important is it with the young team that you have, to have those practices to get more playing time together for the season and how it progresses?
I think it's key. I think it's key for us to be able to evaluate after each match, after each weekend, to be able to see some of the things that we're executing well. Our hitting percentages are higher than they have been starting off on a regular season than they have been in a long time. So we are finishing the ball a lot better than we have previously. Those practices are key to be able to get in and go, hey, these are some of our weaknesses, and these are some of the things that we have to get better at day in and day out, and then be able to focus on our opponents coming up on what it is that they potentially do that helps them be successful.
How have you impressed the upperclassmen to kind of take some of the younger girls on the team under their wing and kind of work them through it, for especially considering they're not used to the travel, they're not used to the busyness of the schedule where you play sometimes 2-3 matches a week? Talk through that for us and kind of let us know how it's going.
I think our upperclassmen have done a incredibly good job building the trust and the relationships with the incoming freshmen and sophomores that are there. I think the culture and the environment that we have in our gym is great. And I think that helps build that to help those kids get through and to be able to have, just the conversations of leadership with, time management and work ethic and all the things that kind of carry over. I think that they've done a great job, being able to build that in the last couple of years. It's just kind of taking those kids and kind of guiding them to be the leaders and kind of set the tone for how the program should look and how the program should work, so that they're teaching those kids when they're then upperclassmen what that's supposed to look like to be able to carry on those things year after year.
You have 3 matches at home this weekend. You get Rockhurst this weekend, and then you finish out the week on Tuesday with Quincy. So how important is it, especially this weekend where you have Friday, Saturday at home, which is homecoming weekend? You haven't had people in the gym in over a year, and you'll have some fans back in the building. And how important is it that for the group, especially a young group, to have some people in the building to cheer them on?
I think it'll be great. I think it's going to be an adjustment for the kids to, play in that environment again. They haven't done it in a long time. But I think it's going to bring some energy and excitement to the floor, and even to their level of play. I think it's going to be beneficial to have that.
Talk about what your upperclassmen have done for you over the last couple of years and how key they've been towards what the team has done and what they continue to do this year.
The upperclassmen have been kind of the starting point of reinventing kind of what we're trying to do here at Maryville from a volleyball program. And they've bought in, they have applied, they've set the tone for what everything from a game, from a practice to the locker room to, off campus events. They've really taken the reins and have turned the program's environment around. And it's been awesome to see. And hopefully carrying that on for years to come.
What's some of the challenges that you faced this year with the team coming from the spring season where it was a very condensed packed schedule, no fans in the building, you kind of moved through a season and you had a short off season to get ready for this year?
I think one of the biggest challenges, which I would think would be even just across, the community in volleyball, is since we did not really have a spring season to be able to break down skills and do individual training to be able to work on some of the things that need to be more individualized, that we're kind of starting from scratch. You kind of missed last year's really key training aspects. And you're right, you're going from game to game to game. So those kids, are trying to figure out what that looks like and how to get through that day in and day out grind right now.
Talk about you get Southwest Baptist on Friday, your first home match, 7 o'clock inside the gym, and talk about the matchup against Southwest Baptist, the team that keeps improving since joining the conference.
They've actually improved a lot, which is exciting to be able to see, another strong team in our conference. We played against them in the spring, and they were very young. Lost to them in 5 last year. Great match, actually, at their place. A lot of those kids are returning as well. And I think, looking at our lineup, we've got some, key players that are stepping up and doing a really good job this year, both offensively and defensively. And I think it'll be a really good matchup and battle between the two teams.
Saturday, you get Rockhurst, the perennial powerhouse within the conference, and talk about a matchup against Rockhurst, who we know who probably be playing in November in the postseason.
Yeah, Rockhurst is big. They're physical. They're quick. They move the ball around really, really well. So we've got to be able to contain their middles and be able to obviously, win the serve and pass game to some extent.
And then finally, you wrap up the home portion of the week. And it's kind of an odd week because you get a Friday, Saturday, Tuesday before you hit the road again. You finish up against Quincy, a team that always hangs around.
Yep. Quincy's got a lot of seasoned players at this point that are obviously still on their roster that have helped them build some success within their program. Pretty heavy on the pin side of things on their outside. So again, it's being able to slow down those opportunities and capitalize on what we can on our side of the net.
Coach, it's always a pleasure to get a chance to talk to you and talk about the program. We wish you the best of luck this weekend. Your home contest, especially with homecoming and a lot of excitement going on around campus.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time.